hyperhyperduo here, and today we're doing something a little bit different because
we felt like it.
Sorry. Yeah, it's true. Recently, I saw a little article about suggested gifts for Jane Austen fans. And they had a couple good selections, you know, on the list, but overall I felt like I wouldn't want most of those things, or like they were way out of the price range. And so I thought it would be fun today to do a different one. So Jen and I love Jane Austen, and I am a card-carrying member of the Jane Austen Society of North America. So I feel like we're totally, you know, qualified to do this. Yeah, absolutely.
Yay!
Jen is going to be my Vanna today. She's going to help me model things, and I'm going to do all the talking. So why don't we jump into it?
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's go. So I find a lot of my items off Etsy, and it's one of the things that first attracted me to Etsy is that there are a lot of items for Jane Austen fans. So the first few items are from Etsy, no surprise. The first item is from the seller. Thank you, Jen.
Welcome.
wootbaby. She does these little pendant necklaces that use a Scrabble tile for the pendant, and she has these cute little designs. This one says Austen Fan, and I quite like it. And it's just a fun gift because it's cute and it's really inexpensive. Like, you can get this for under $10, and they make great gifts. So we'll do close-ups too. And the second one I want to share is actually a reshare. Thank you, Jen.
You're welcome.
It's again my Pride and Prejudice scarf from Etsy. The seller is Storiarts. Right now she doesn't have this exact scarf listed on her profile. Like I said, I purchased it in summer, but I noticed that she has a Persuasion one on there right now, and Persuasion is my favorite Jane Austen novel, so I think that's awesome. But I'm sure she would make this for you. She'd custom make it if you just ask her to. So yeah, you should check that out. So, Pride and Prejudice scarf. And the third item is new. Oh, thank you, Jen.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And it is this Pride and Prejudice handbag. Yay! Now, the list that you'll see linked below that had recommendations had a clutch bag from Kate Spade, but it was over $300, and I feel like I don't have $300 to spend on a clutch purse, but this was more affordable, and it's cute, and it's just adorable. And I just got it from the Etsy seller ExLibris on Etsy, so you should check out her stuff. Yeah, she just has a few left, but if there's enough demand, maybe she'll make more. Now, transitioning on away from the Etsy, this I found on Amazon. It's a Pride and Prejudice trivial game. Jen and I have played this together and had lots of fun, right, Jen?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes, we had tons of fun. No, it really is a lot of fun, and it's kind of an interesting game because I don't know, like, they vary in difficulty, the question difficulty, so it's kind of a fun game if you're just starting to fall in love with Pride and Prejudice, but it's also a fun game if you've been reading it for years. And so yeah. Now, Jane Austen fans typically like books, so the next couple of recommendations are book recommendations. This one is by Amanda Grange, and it's Mr. Darcy's Diary. She writes a couple books that have this sort of diary theme, and they're all set from the male, like, love interest point of view, and they're basically just retellings of the book. So it's no surprises in this, but it's a lot of good fun, and you get a different perspective. Now, this is probably the book that I'm most excited to share with you. Now, if you grew up in the 80s, 90s like we did, you probably had a few choose-your-own-adventure stories. Well, this is a choose-your-own-adventure story for Jane Austen fans. It's called Lost in Austen. You can find it on Amazon. And basically, you become a heroine in a Jane Austen novel and have to find your way to love and happiness and marriage. So, enjoy. And as far as films go, there are a lot of great Jane Austen adaptations. You really can't go wrong with Masterpiece Theatre or BBC adaptations. Right now, I'm loving Emma. This is a BBC adaptation, and it's just fantastic. Romola Garai plays Emma, and she really does a great job. The acting is wonderful. you should check it out. If you're into more modern takes on Jane Austen, you might enjoy the Jane Austen Book Club, the film. I haven't read the book yet.
Squeeze!
Jen really likes this movie too, and you know what? All of our Jane Austen friends do. So yeah, check it out. It's a lot of fun. Now, if you're looking for a Jane Austen-like writer who, you know, you haven't maybe tried yet, you should definitely check out Elizabeth Gaskell.
You can have it.
She just, you know, gallops to the screen. Elizabeth Gaskell writes very similar stories to Jane Austen, but you know what? They have a sort of different twist to them, and I really like how she tells her stories. Some of them have a bit more of a social judgment type of dynamic than Jane Austen does. But her books, well, some of them have been adapted into films. This one is a collection by the BBC. It's quite good. And then also a lot of her books are in the public domain, you know, because they've been around for a long time. So you can download a lot of her books in ebook form for free. Yeah, so that's it for today. I had to narrow it down quite a bit to fit this into a short video, so I hope you really enjoyed this. Let us know down below if you have received a Jane Austen gift, what your Jane Austen recommendation is, and let us know if you want us to do some more videos about literary-like things. And be paying attention later this week. Jen and I have something coming up that will hopefully put a smile on your face.
It'll put a smile on my face.
It puts a smile on my face already, like this.
Bye!
The video is started. It started. We look so yellow.
Bam. Green means go.
Green means go?
Green means go.
A couple items are from.
You're right, earrings coming out. I was like, how do I tell her?
Sorry, that's okay. It's just very serious. I don't remember what I said.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.